Hello, good morning, and thanks for joining us today. I am Esther Eka, and today I have with me headlines from the Punch newspaper. The headlines are: Enemy backs IG directives on treating gunshot victims. Oil firms wreaking havoc on Niger Delta communities. Monarch laments. Infrastructure bank to engage state government on new fund. Bayelsa's health workers may begin strike on Tuesday. On entertainment news, producer sues Chris Brown over alleged London nightclub assault. Mercy Chinwo and husband welcomes first child. Many men can't manage women in the spotlight, says Ara, while abandoned dream of becoming pilot for acting. MC reality. Now the news in details. Enemy backs IG's directive on treating gunshot victims. The Nigerian Medical Association said it would adhere to the directive of the Acting Inspector General of Police, Olukayode Egbetokun, to treat gunshot victims without asking for police reports. The NMA said prior to the directive, medical doctors in the country had always attended to emergency cases without demanding a police report. Egbetokun has issued the directive while urging health workers to sensitize Nigerians about the issue. The IJP's directive, based on the Compulsory Treatment and Care for Victims of Gunshot Act 2017, was contained in the police internal memo dated October 25, 2023, and signed by the Force Principal State Officer Olatunji Disu. The memo was addressed to all Deputy Inspector Generals of Police, Assistant Inspectors General of Police, Commissioner of Police, and the Commandant of Police colleges in Ikeja, Kaduna, Oji River, Maiduguri, and Enugu. Speaking with our correspondent on Friday, the president of the NMA, Dr. Uche Ojima, said prior to now, it has been that it is. Speaking with our correspondent on Friday, the president of the NMA, Dr. Uche Ojima, said prior to now, it has been that if it is an emergency, you treat the emergency. If there is no report, and then you report the case to the police. I pray the IG can hold these policemen, because it is always from them. You will come to say you admitted someone bleeding with a gunshot injury and the person is stabilized, but they will arrest you. Oil firm wreaking havoc on Niger Delta communities. Monarch laments. Traditional rulers in Delta State have called on members of the National Assembly representing Delta State to, as a state of urgency, caution oil companies operating in Niger Delta, insisting that the firms are wreaking havoc in the oil-bearing communities. The Obi of Owa in Ika, Northeast Local Government Area of the state, Dr. Emmanuel Efizomo, I hope I got that correct, made the call while speaking on behalf of the monarch when they played host to the senator representing Delta North Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Senator Ned Nwoko, at the Owa's Palace. He said, on behalf of the monarch, I assure you of our support to enable you to succeed at the National Assembly. However, we charge you to urgently address the needs of the people, specifically to call representatives of the oil companies to order. The oil companies do horrible damage. They set communities at war, drill oil. They are milking the cash cow dry. It is only when you call the representatives of the companies to order that they know the harm they are doing. Responding, Nwoko expressed dissatisfaction over the activities of oil companies, especially in the Niger Delta region, assuring the monarch that he would do everything humanly possible to address the anomalies done to the area. Infrastructure bank to engage state government on new fund. The acting managing director and chief executive officer of the Infrastructure Bank, Ms. Nkiru Chime, has said the bank would engage the state government in the management of the Infrastructure Support Fund. The current administration recently established infrastructure support fund for the 36 states of the Federation as part of measures to cushion the effect of the petrol subsidy removal. Regarding the newly established fund by the federal government, Chime noted the team is positioning to work with the state government and minister to optimize the fund. She stressed the need for private capital to bridge Nigeria's infrastructure deficits. Speaking at the unveiling of the bank's new logo and strategy during the week in Abuja, Chime noted that the bank was working with the government to ensure there were relevant policies that would attract public sector funding. She said, at TIB, we believe that the key to bridging the infrastructure deficit lies in attracting private sector into the space. So TIB is working with the government. We are advocating for the right policies to ensure the private sectors to come in and invest. TIB also has what it takes to bring in valuable projects, which is what the private sectors need to invest. Bayelsa health workers may begin strike on Tuesday. Barring an intervention by the Bayelsa State Governor, Duoye Diri, health workers in the state will on October 31st embark on a strike over the failure of the state government to meet their demands. The healthcare workers in the state, under the aegis of Coalition of the Coalition of Health Professionals, has issued a 14-day ultimatum which would expire next Tuesday if nothing was done to assuage their feelings. The coalition is demanding the domestication and implementation of the Call Duty Allowance Circle of 2014. Now on entertainment news. Mercy Chinwo and husband welcomes first child. Popular gospel singer Mercy Chinwo Blessed and her husband Blessed Uzo Chiawa announced the arrival of their first child on Friday. On Instagram, the Wonder Crooner posted pictures of her baby doll and her husband with the caption, "Our heart is filled with joy and gratitude." Hours earlier, she posted a video of one of her songs, "You Do This One," with the caption, "Lord, we are grateful. We appreciate your tune with heartfelt songs of praise and thanksgiving. You have filled our hearts with joy, our lips with testimonies, and our home with celebration. Indeed, you do this one." Big congratulations to Mercy Chinwo and her husband on arrival of their first child. Producer sues Chris Brown over alleged London nightclub assault. International music sensation Chris Brown is facing a lawsuit for allegedly assaulting music director Abraham Dew with a bottle of tequila at a London nightclub, resulting in severe injuries that landed the victim in the hospital. The 34-year-old rapper is now the subject of a lawsuit filed by Dew, who is seeking damages after Brown reportedly struck him over the head with a bottle of Don Julio 1942 tequila. According to Daily Mail on Friday, the incident took place at Tape London on February 19, while Brown was celebrating the UK leg of his Under the Influence tour. Dew, who claimed to have known Chris Brown for nearly a decade, stated that he initially thought Chris Brown was approaching for a friendly hug before the assault occurred. According to Dow, the attack left him unconscious, and Brown allegedly continued to kick him while he was down on the nightclub floor. The music executive further alleged that London police possess civilian footage of the attack, a crucial piece of evidence in his legal battle, as a result of the injuries he sustained during the incident, including head lacerations. Music executive further alleged that London police possess surveillance footage of the attack, a crucial piece of evidence in this legal battle. As a result of the injuries he sustained during the incident, including head lacerations and torn ligament in his leg, Dow had to be hospitalized, and he is concerned that some of these injuries may be permanent. He also cited experiencing serious emotional distress, and trauma following the alleged assaults. Why I abandoned dream of becoming pilot for acting, MC reality. An actor and skit maker, Abiola Olorunyomi, aka MC Reality, has said he left his dream of becoming a pilot for acting because his love for movies is very strong. In a statement made available to Saturday Beat, Olorunyomi said, "During my secondary days, my plan and aim was to become a pilot, but right now, I have no regret switching gears to acting. I don't even think I would have made such a success of my life as a pilot as I have done as an actor. I grew up watching Nigerian movies. It was a big motivation to me, and I was inspired by Mr. John Okafor, aka Mr. Ibu. So my friends and I created a group called Sabalo Comedy. Since we didn't have the financial support to produce long movies, we decided to do skits. When we initially started, it was very challenging, but so far, God has been faithful." Many men cannot manage women in the spotlight, says Ara. A popular female talking drummer, Aralola Olamuyiwa, aka Ara, has opined that many men cannot handle women on the spotlight, and this is one of the reasons why some women's career die. Speaking in an interview with Saturday Beat, the new Performing Musicians Employers Association of Nigerian Governor, Lagos chapter, said, "When a woman gets married, the husband takes over. And the problem we have as females is that the spouses who see us and ask us for a hand in marriage already know what we are into. However, the moment they come into that picture, there is a problem. This is because many men cannot manage women in the forefront. It's not just music, it is in every sector. So this kills the drive. Some men tell their wives to choose between marriage and their career, and some women go for marriage and let the career die, although some stay put in their careers. Why should a man marry a career woman when he cannot cope with a career?" says Ara. And thanks for listening. That's the news for today.